Good morning. Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you are listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. It is June the 18th, 2022, and today the topic is opposites attract. Yes, 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 man. All right. Well, I hope that you guys had a great day yesterday. Mine was just fine. Overall, yeah, man, my day was pretty good, pretty slow. Nothing too much happened. Like I told y'all, I think I told y'all at least probably in the after show that Thursday felt like Friday to me for whatever reason this week, and so my Friday felt like I don't know Saturday, kind of, but not really. There's a few significant things that happened yesterday. And everything like that. One is, I guess, some business in our household. So I guess I won't get too deep, but it made me wonder, like, if I should not say drop this, but I guess whenever anything happens, it's like it makes me feel like, because here's the thing. My husband, like I told y'all, he has everything planned down to the T for the most part. No, I guess I learned my lessons about making plans like that. But still, he kind of has things kind of planned out in a way where it's like he can see the vision, right? Because he's made it plain on a spreadsheet. And that's a beautiful thing that I was just celebrating, right? Well, when little things come in, like those curveballs or whatever, that's when, if I'll be honest, I would say like a little bit of doubt comes in, a little bit of something within me makes me feel like, man, I don't ever want to feel like I'm a mooch. You know what I'm saying? Um and my current situation, me hustling from home, sometimes make me feel like a mooch because I know I'm not doing anything outside of my endeavors, and I was just sharing it with y'all the other day and whatnot, in celebration, honestly. But here I am, yesterday, again, not saying I'm doubting my whole purpose here, you know what I'm saying? Because I do feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, um, and everything like that. But, I guess just the human in me and the independence in me and the woman in me wants to be there and supporting and doing something to contribute to our household. You know what I mean? In a more, not to say tangible way, but financially, let's put it like that. Because again, if you're working, right? If you're working something, then you're going to usually get something, right? In my case, I am working, but then as an entrepreneur, it's just different. It's just different as an entrepreneur, like, because again, things are sporadic, things are dependent on other people's support to a certain extent. Like, there's just so many different things involved in entrepreneurship that I understand that it's not for everyone, and I do feel like it's for me. But it's just my particular lanes and my particular niches, or whatever the case is. Art, right? It's one of those, the word that comes to my mind, expendable things. Like, it's one of those things where everybody engages in and everybody wants my services, you know what I'm saying, in regards to, people are always watching content, or people are wanting to go and have experiences and things like that. But it's usually something like an extracurricular. It's not necessarily always seen as a essential thing, if that makes any sense. So because of that, yeah, my funds and my services and everything is just like a sporadic case by case type of thing. But anywho, so that was something that was going on yesterday. And anytime curveballs come my way, and I start to feel like, man, ooh, maybe I need to do something. You know what I mean? I'll end up scouring Indeed and things like that. And I found a few opportunities that I did submit for and whatnot. But overall, I tried to kind of remain calm, tried to kind of just pray. And I was looking as well. I was looking and submitting as well, but try to have an opposite reaction. um, and everything like that. And I guess that is something that kind of leads me to today's topic. Um, but I guess I also feel led to kind of share with you all basically another little crazy thing happened yesterday. And another thing that kind of reminds me to be thankful, right? Be grateful, be appreciative of what we have. And that was that randomly our power went out around here. I believe it happened in their neighborhood, storm. It don't even seem like it was that deep of a storm, but it did just rain out of nowhere. Just heavy, heavy rain. And then next thing we know, the power went out. And it was so interesting because I think it might have been the first time that happened with NJ being old enough to understand it. And so he's like, he was trying to get water from the fridge, and he just was like, the water is gone. The water is gone. It was like, son, he just not say dramatic about everything, but he just was like, the lights are. He was going everywhere and like, it's not turning on. The only thing he could find to turn on was my candles, those little candles that I have on a GSL set now. He found those and turned those on. And I'm like, son, it's still light outside. It's still sun. We don't need those candles on right now, and everything. But it's very interesting. And then at one point, the power kind of flickered on for a brief moment, and he just was so happy. Yay! And then it went back off. And and we were trying to explain to him, like, my husband was trying to explain to him, like, look, it's off again. And he's like, no, it's on. It's on. Oh my gosh, just the cutest stuff goes on here. And eventually it came back on. He was celebrating again and just so happy and whatnot. But yeah, man, it just reminds you, man, like just how much we depend on all of these like random things, like the water to come from the fridge. And you know what? One of the first things that came into my heart and mind when the power was off and my both of my devices was like nearing the end of its battery life, and I was like, am I gonna be able to do the juice tomorrow? That came across my heart and mind, like, am I gonna be able to be doing the juice tomorrow? But hey, as y'all can see, all is well. Power's back on. I'm here sharing the juice this morning. It's God be the glory, man. It's God be the glory for all things. So yeah, man. Look, opposites attract. Opposites attract. I think ultimately what came to me this morning is when faced with a negative situation, do the opposite and remain positive, right? Bring that positive to a negative situation, and it's going to attract. It's going to attract. So that's ultimately what my juice is today. That's what I received this morning. But I guess I give y'all a little bit more context, a little bit more depth. Some verses, some Bible this morning. But yeah, I mean, well, there's a lot of, you've probably heard the phrase opposite attract before. I mean, usually people are thinking about relationships. When they hear that, they think about like two different types of personalities coming together, or two different beliefs and all that stuff coming together, two different people coming together. And sometimes it works and sometimes it don't, but we're not talking about that today. I was also reminded of the science meaning for it, and this goes more along the lines of what came to me this morning. So I feel led to share with y'all just a little bit. Basically, it's talking about like a magnet and how it has the north and south poles, and then if you bring two like poles together, it's going to repel each other. But two opposites is going to attract. So if we just focus on the negative and positive, right? Because we're not talking about bringing the positive and positive together, because obviously it's going to repel in the science world to bring positive and positive. So we're going to focus on the negative and negative scenario for the moment, right? So in this scientific chat, right? Look, I'm mad at miraculous right now. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah. So we're in a negative situation, right? We're in a negative situation. And if we bring negativity to that already negative situation, we know in science that it says that's going to repel. We're not going to get the results we want. It's not going to, at the end of the day, if all I want is positivity, right, and for things to come together, come on, Lord, that's what I want, right? I want things to come together in my life, right? The ends to meet. I want the ends to meet, but I bring negative into an already negative situation, just like science say, what it's going to do, repel. It's going to repel that. It's going to repel that that positive reaction, right? But if I'm in a negative situation and I bring some positivity to that negative situation, in science it says it's going to attract. I'm going to get the results I want. I'm going to get, that connection I need to keep going, and ends are going to meet in the science world. Now, look, I'm teaching miracle. I just taught y'all something. Sorry, I'm still talking about stuff from yesterday because my NJ was talking. I'm teacher NJ. Yeah, so I'm teacher miracle, and I'm teaching y'all on today. Just kidding. Why am I so silly this morning? Maybe I'm just happy that I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that I'm able to do this. You know what I'm saying? To God be the glory. But let's talk about Bible, right? Let's talk about Bible. That's a little bit of science for y'all. But let's see what the Bible got to say. So Hebrews 13:5 says, keep your life free from love of money and be content with what you have. For he has said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. So why you read that verse, Miracle? Why you even write that down? What that got to do with the opposites attracting and whatnot? Well, I mean, I did just share my testimony, right? Financially, things don't make sense right now. It don't. Now, I'll be completely honest. Things do not make sense. I mean, I know I just told y'all yesterday I got something that's around the corner that I'm going to be releasing soon. And, and I hope it does well. Of course I do. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, I want to do my best to try to celebrate it and everything like that. Now, do things financially make sense for me to be celebrating and even coming out with anything new right now? Does that make sense for me in this current moment? No, it don't. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It don't. However, this is where I'm at. You know what I mean? This is what I have to work with, right? And so, am I going to bring negative to a negative situation, or am I going to bring positive to a positive situation? Well, this verse is reminding me to bring the positive, right? Because at the end of the day, what stood out to me the most in this verse, it says that I will never leave you nor forsake you. So be content with what you have, right? Be content with what you have. So I will say, even though, I did look up jobs again, and I did, I did take some time to pray as well, which was very interesting. I was getting ready to pray, and NJ's like, "What, mommy, what are you doing?" And I said, "I'm about to pray. You want to pray with me?" He said, "Okay." And I'm praying, and he's trying to say stuff that I'm saying. And then, and anytime I say in Jesus' name, he automatically says amen. Like that's where he's at. And yeah, we prayed about the situation and whatnot too. And I just let it be there. Like I left it there, so after a while I did stop. I didn't really look up jobs anymore and stuff. Like I said, I submitted for 2 or 3, but if the doors open, they open. If they don't, they don't. God's in control. I'm not gonna worry about it. But I'm just going to, what do I have? What do I have? And so yesterday and even this morning, again, after the power went out and then it came back on, I'm grateful for what we have, because we could not have what we have, I'm grateful for our home. I'm grateful that the power is back on. I'm grateful that, I have this new product to release. I'm grateful that uh and I believe that I'm going to be able to celebrate it the way that's in my heart and mind to celebrate it, regardless of what things look like. And I believe that the prayer meditation that I listened to this morning was centered around that concept, of whatever it looks like doesn't matter. What matters is God and what he can do and what he will do. And so as I was praying this morning, I just was like, Lord, hey, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for being right here, right now, able to do this. And, again, with the power and everything like that. And at the end of the day, I'm looking forward to the testimony. I'm looking forward to being able to come to y'all maybe, I don't know, next week, week after next month, whenever, to share the testimony of what God has done and is doing, right? So, again, these moments, right? These moments of negativity, these moments that seem like down moments, do the opposite. Instead of being down about it, get happy about it. Instead of being discouraged, start encouraging yourself. Whatever it is, y'all, when it comes to these negative situations, let's do the opposite. And let's see what attracts to us at that point, man. That's what I'm getting this morning, y'all. That's what I'm receiving. But I'm going to keep on sharing some verses with y'all. So Proverbs 15:1, it says, a soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Look, I learned this a long time ago. Now, yeah, man, I learned a long time ago that, when you add fuel to the fire of negativity, it just keeps on going. But, if you just, now me, I just tend to let things fizzle out. I'll just stop responding after a while and it'll fizzle on out. But if you are strong enough to give a soft answer, like the Bible says, right, to actually say something, but to handle it, but then also not handle it harshly, then hey, more power to you. Do it in that way, because just like, again, it's responding in the opposite way, right? Instead of responding to that harsh word harshly, give the soft answer, because it says there what it does. And so that just was reminding me again about the negatives and positives. That's it, or bringing that positive to the negative situations. But let's keep going. Philippians 4:6, it says, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. Again, the negative situation of anxiousness. Do I need some things right now? Yes. Right? At least I feel like I do, right? I feel like I do, even though I have everything I need, man. So okay, so let's switch the words then. Do I want some things right now? Yes, that's a better fit for the situation. Yes, I want some things right now. But do I need the things right now? No. So because of that, right, I can bring my request to God and just give it up to him and let him do it in his time. And in the meantime, what it says, not be anxious about it. Not be anxious about it. So yeah, if you are feeling anxious, friend, then do the opposite, right? Do the opposite. Lean and depend on God and let him give you that peace in the midst of that negative, anxious situation. Y'all, these are the things coming to my heart and mind this morning. Hey, shout out to the person that's watching live. I hope you stay, because I think I received something really good this morning. But anywho, I'm almost about to wrap up though. Here's another verse, Proverbs 18:21. It says, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruits. So again, we're faced with the situation, the negative situations, man. And are we going to speak life or are we going to speak death into our situations? Now, depending on what we're talking about, the life and death might, you might want to speak death to certain, but in the, look, if we're gonna focus on the negative situation, right? and we're trying to bring some positivity into this negative situation, then that means we need to be speaking life and eating that fruit, this fruit of life, the fruit of positivity. Even if things are looking dead around us, right? Things all around me is, it's not looking good. It's looking like it's a hard situation. Well, let's start speaking life into our situations. That's because why? It says here that life and death are in the power of the tongue. And those who love it will eat its fruits. So if you love life, then let's eat the fruits of life and speak life into our negative situations, y'all. I mean, hey, that's what I received this morning in regards to opposites attracting. Again, overall, if nothing else, then just remember that, hey, in the midst of a negative situation, if I want things to come together in my life, if I want things to attract, if I want the ends to meet, then I need to meet those negative things with positivity. And that is the juice. There's plenty of other verses in the Go Deeper section for you all to peruse and let marinate on your hearts, souls, and minds. But the Bible verse of today is Psalm 103:2. It says, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits." Ooh, friends, I hope you all enjoy this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Oops, sorry. Look forward to talking to y'all on Monday, if the Lord's will. I just want to remind you all that tomorrow is Father's Day, so celebrate the fathers on tomorrow. Celebrate, those wonderful men in our lives doing wonderful things, and we thank and praise God for them and everything like that. But yes, y'all, I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And yes, I look forward to talking to y'all on Monday, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. And there you go, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, anybody listening to the sound of my voice. I did see somebody tune in to the end. They left. I don't know who it is, but they left me a heart. So I guess I'll see who it is in a minute. But, again, thanking and praising God for this moment, man. I can't make this stuff up. This is it just blows my mind every time. Like, the conversations that I've been able to have on the talk show, the things that keep, the juice that's being revealed throughout the day or every day when I do this thing, man, I can't make this stuff. This is just, like I said, I don't know, phenomenal. All the beautiful words that you could think of to describe this. I think my person came back. So, hey, good morning. Good morning. I can't see who you are yet. So go ahead and drop me a line so I can comment and say hello. But yeah, man, that's it, man. I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, man. And I'm glad to have received this morning. Like, it's just a nice reminder, and yeah, it's a blessing. It's truly, truly a blessing. Well, I won't force you to say hello, whoever they left again, so it's all good. But yeah, I really truly appreciate you all. Thank you all so much for listening, watching, subscribing, sharing. And yeah, I hope that you all enjoyed last night's episode of God, Sex, and Love, the talk show, the chat with Miss Vanessa. If you didn't see it, then it should be our feature video on godsexandlove.com. And yeah, man, I truly, truly appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for listening, watching. And yeah, I look forward to talking to y'all on Monday, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye.